Yes, it's our place. This is our tree. You can't come here. You can't touch our tree. Our tree, Hemant repeated. The little boy is, as usual, glued to his sister. If I spot one, I know the other is not too far away. He never says anything without his sister's permission, and when he does, it's to repeat a bit of whatever she has just said, like a weird echo. They don't like me. They made that quite clear the first day when I arrived, when they crashed into the room scowling and furious. Even my bribes of pastries and other goodies that I take over to the house haven't made much of a dent in their hostility. They gobble it up, thank me because they're supposed to, and disappear off somewhere. They seem to blame me because their mother hadn't gone to meet them the day I arrived, the pampered brats. "We waited for you," Varsha had said, glaring at her stepmother. "I am sorry, Vashi." Suman tried to hug the girl, who evaded her arms and continued to sulk. "I am sorry. It won't happen again. We waited, and Haim was getting really terrified something had happened to you." Varsha sounded like a school teacher and Suman an errant child, and I wondered how on earth Suman allowed the little bully to push her around like that. Now I understand the family dynamic a little better. I realize Suman lets everyone push her around. "You're old enough to bring your little brother home, aren't you?" I said, in the kind of voice I used with my brother's kids. I shouldn't have poked my nose in since I was a stranger just arrived, but I guess I thought I was being friendly and auntie-ish. The girl obviously didn't. "Who are you?" she said, giving me a look that's become familiar to me, a mixture of scorn and irritation. "She is our new tenant, Varsha," Suman said. "Anu Krishnan. I told you she was arriving today. Don't you remember?" The boy had climbed onto his grandmother's bed. "My grandmother," he said in a baby voice, kissing Aka's face extravagantly. I smiled at him and said, "Lucky boy to have such a wonderful grandma," or some such, I don't remember. I do recall with embarrassment that the girl irritated me so much I was ready to smack her. I reminded myself, as I find myself doing practically every time I talk to her, that I am an adult and childish spite is not an adult option. The boy continued to stare suspiciously at me with those prominent eyes of his, as if he expected to catch me red-handed at something. But Akka seems genuinely attached to the boy and his awful sister. She stroked their heads and fussed over them and seemed not to notice they were ill-mannered brats. I was definitely not a part of the cuddly unit of 3 that afternoon. And when Suman started clucking about school and homework, I decided it was time for me to leave. The girl is a malevolent little spider with her bony face and arching, well-marked eyebrows above giant eyes. She wouldn't be bad-looking, except when she smiles, she reveals a set of sharp, irregular teeth which resemble the coconut scraper my grandmother used to bring along with her from India when she came to visit us. I wonder why her parents haven't bothered to get them fixed. Once her teeth are straightened out, she might end up looking like her gorgeous mother, Helen. Suman told me she's 13, but she appears much younger because she's so small. The boy is not pretty at all, which is surprising since his father is still, I admit, very handsome, and his mother amiable-looking if rather downtrodden. There's a sense of nervous frailty about him. He scuttles along on a pair of Pinocchio legs. Suman said he's sickly, nearly died when he was a baby, so the females in the family treat him as if he is a piece of antique china. Horribly spoilt, in other words. He appears quite healthy to me. Ugly as a troll, but healthy as one too, and will prove to be as long-lived since trolls live for thousands of years. Suman puzzles me. She's clearly a thoughtful woman, and now she's no longer so nervously shy, she's kind with me and generous too. But she behaves like a doormat around her family. These pretenses we've had to concoct about my being in the house because of Akka, and the secret of